Hi everybody, I'm Jack. This is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Here at this little Airbnb down in Pensacola. Got away this weekend like I told you I would. I enjoy these little getaways. They've been keeping me sane until I head back to Costa Rica in about 6 weeks, which I'm starting to get a little anxious about. I'm ready. I'm really ready to go. But no, having a good weekend down here. Hopefully going to have a meeting with a designer today, and then I'll be back in Alabama by this evening, hopefully. Anyhow, today I wanted to talk about 2018 raw food diet, check-in, adjustments, and plans. I do videos every day, so if you're not already subscribed to the channel, I'd appreciate if you'd hit that subscribe button now, then click on the little bell and check send notifications so you'll stay subscribed to the channel. It's funny, when I look down at things, sometimes I'm like, I bet they wonder why I'm looking down. I'm telling you, my brain is scrambled. I have a horrible time, like my memory's terrible. Even though I write down titles, and I still have to look at the title to say it to the camera, so whatever. But eventually all this raw food is going to magically bring my memory back, just like it magically cures everything else, eh? The main reason I wanted to do this video today was just to go on and yammer on and on about the process again, and about how we can use certain processes to achieve things in life and be successful in life. And I'm about to apply some of these, when I get away for the weekend, I have time to think a little bit. And I do these videos every day, and I try to go back through and see what I can use from these videos and apply in other areas of my life. So I was kind of thinking about some things last night as I was here in the Airbnb about how I should use some of this process for some of the things I need to get done over the next few months. And it kind of got me, how the brain works, one thing led to another, and then I came to this. Pretty much anything we do, this channel is mostly about the raw food diet, plant-based stuff, but pretty much anything we do is a process. And the way we approach a process to one thing, we can usually use that and apply it to something else. And what my belief is that it has to be a very active process and a continual process. I think the biggest thing a lot of people do is they don't, and adjustments. That's a sports type thing. If you watch any sports at all, most football, baseball, soccer, whatever, all sports, coaches make adjustments. They in the game, in the midst of things, they change things up. They don't just start with a plan. That's a good start, a plan. I'm always talking about a plan. A plan is a good start, but there have to be adjustments in there, and there has to be kind of a continual evaluation of your process and what you're doing. You don't just make a plan and say, okay, I'm going to stick to this plan, even when kind of things are pointing that it's not working for you. It's not working for you. And I wanted to do this because I'm also realizing how fast this year is already going by. Today is what, the 18th of February, or it may be the 19th, I'm not sure. But we were just at the holidays, we were just at Thanksgiving, we were just at Halloween, and it goes so fast. And this year will be gone before you know it, just like that. So I'm already hearing a lot of people, that 2018, all the resolutions and the hoopla about how, 2018 is going to be so much better. I just don't see it happening, and I see people that are already kind of starting to fall off of what they had planned for the year, or either they're just not really digging in and making what they wanted to happen. So that now's the time to make some adjustments. If things aren't working, if this isn't working, change it, adjust it. I did a consultation last week. I think I mentioned that once already. And I really hope, I think I got that point across, but it's always about changing, adjusting, If you want, basketball is even a better analogy. That coach always has this little board in front of him. He's constantly playing around with X's and O's, and okay, well, that matchup didn't work, so he erases that and he tries something else. Now, I'm not saying you need to constantly be jumping around, you need to be constantly radically changing what you're doing, but you got to be realistic with yourself. One thing I really see, and I'm so glad that this social media thing came about during my lifetime, because it gives me a view to observe a lot of different behavior from a lot of different demographics, age groups, men, women, just a whole lot of different things, and see how people think and see what people say. And a lot of people like to just fool themselves. And by seeing these type things, I start questioning some of my behavior. Okay, maybe not with the food, but do I tell myself little things in other areas of life that just don't make any sense, just to kind of make myself feel better? I would say on a daily basis, I see at least 50 absurd statements about health, about food, about whatever. And I see people just kind of making it up. They're like, well, my body does this, or when I do this, it does that. Like they're some sort of, they're from another planet or whatever. Anyhow, this is kind of rambling stuff today. I shouldn't start the week off rambling, but anyhow, what I would say, here's 2018. We're almost at, practically at the end of 2 months. 2 months out of 12 are gone for 2018. Now here's what my advice would be. At this time of the year, you got 2 months into a year, or 2 months into something is a good time to sit down with yourself and evaluate. So maybe now is a good time to sit down and evaluate with yourself. Where am I at on this? Where am I at? How am I doing? Are things playing out like I thought they would? Am I sticking to what I said I was going to when I started this year? If you wanted to lose weight, do I see progress in that area? That's the best way to put it. Do you see progress? Have you progressed in these, well, right now 6 or 7 weeks? Have you progressed in these first 7 weeks of the year like you want to? In other words, are you on target to be where you wanted to be by December 2018? That's the first step. That's your check-in right there. Where am I at? And be honest with yourself. Is this working? Have I figured this out? Okay, if things aren't working, once again, you've given them an adequate amount of time to kind of like, okay, see, now it's time not to make a radical change. That's why I said adjustments. Understand adjustments. Adjustments don't mean go from black to white or make a big swing, a big change. Adjustments just mean adjustments, switching it around, changing it up a little bit. Maybe, I don't know. I could just throw various things out there, but it could just be a few little small things. A lot of times somebody can look at something in the big hole, and it's just one little thing that's like the problem or whatever. Maybe you're eating a little too much here. Maybe you're doing a little, not enough there. Maybe you're not eating enough. That's what I see as a lot of people's problems, is they don't eat enough until their bodies rebel, and then they overcorrect, and then they eat too much or they eat the wrong thing because they didn't keep themselves satisfied. So you want to check in, evaluate where you're at, be honest with yourself, make those adjustments. The adjustments for you, I don't know, could be just as simple as, okay, I'm getting hungry every day, and that tends to lead to behavior, or I eat something I don't want to. Maybe that means you have to add 2 bananas every morning to make it from your morning to your lunch, or whatever. Maybe you're fine, like, okay, I'm not, maybe you had a weight loss goal and you don't see the weight coming off. Now you do want to give it some time, but we've had like 6 or 7 weeks, and don't look for anything radical. Don't be like, well, I haven't lost 30 pounds, so I need to change things. But if you really know that you haven't been doing what you wanted to do, maybe, you adjust it just a little. You eat a little bit less each day. Maybe you're eating more. I do see some people that, I understand, they're like, well, I don't know why I'm not losing weight. And I'm not that one to jump in there, but I'm like, well, I do. There's this, and this. So just little adjustments. For me, it's very, very subtle. I'm looking to lean out. I'm going back to beach weather, being out surfing, out in the sun, out with a shirt off all day. So I just want to kind of get ready for that beach shape. So I've just been kind of cutting back slightly and you know, doing a little bit more cardio, a little bit more abs. But for me, it just basically cutting out like 3 bananas a day. Very, very subtle, but that's you. You know, you have to figure out those things, but it's time. It's time. It's time to evaluate and adjust. Now, as far as the plans go, a lot of fruit, a lot of fruit. Now we're going to see. Now, I think this channel confuses people because I do eat some cooked food here in the States, and I'm not militant about the raw thing, but about to get back to Costa Rica, and when I'm in Costa Rica, I'm going to be living at the beach again. When I'm living at the beach, it's fully raw all the time. There may come a time, I mean, I'm not like, if you know, if you've watched this channel long enough, I don't like always and nevers, but so I might be traveling or something down there and might have a travel day or something where I'm like, okay, I don't have all this fruit on me, and I might eat something. I'm not gonna say I won't eat one bite of cooked, but pretty much, yeah, I'm gonna have fruit everywhere, and I'm focusing on the fruit when I'm down there. Now I'm gonna try not to I'm going to try to give some love to the greens and not totally ignore the greens while I'm there. But yeah, the rest of my year is going to be very, very fruity. I'm going to be as close to the ultimate fruitarian as you can imagine. So yeah, I've just been enjoying the little weekend getaway, thinking about the plans for the rest of the year. And I'm really looking forward to shaking this channel up again and sharing with you guys. I'm kind of getting a little bored going back and watching my videos myself, and they're my videos. Ready to get back to that tropical, going to the fruit markets. There's going to be, the plan is to take you guys to a lot of, as many different fruit markets as possible, to waterfalls, to outside scenery, to what other? I want to include it though, not just like a tourism channel, you know, like there'll be little lessons, and maybe I'll do some demonstrations and some, you know, fitness type stuff out in nature, hopefully. Although I don't do a lot of running and whatever, it's kind of hard to, you know, include some of my fitness stuff in there in real time, because that's one thing I'm not big about. I don't like to take my camera to the gym. That's weird. I would look at somebody funny if they were in the gym kind of filming their workouts and whatever. But I kind of want to start sharing a little bit more as much as possible, and I'm going to have somebody down there that can actually do camera work, a little bit of camera work for me, so it'll be easier when we're out and about. So there's going to be a lot of sharing. The plan is a lot of sharing. I really want to show you guys the real Costa Rica. People are asking me a lot about that. So 2018 check-in. I hope everybody is having a good 2018 so far, and yeah, if you're not happy with how it's going so far, there's plenty of time left, so do something. Anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this video today. This was a rambling one just to start the week, rambling, but just kind of the mood I'm in. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Peace.